Hi, welcome to Bear Witness. I'm Robert Bettis. Yesterday we sat down and talked about silverback gorillas. Well, today we are going to continue our weekend in the African Congo, and we're going to look at its waters and its rivers, mainly what lives in them. So if you're ready, just like I am, sit tight and let's go. Today we will be talking about a West African manatee. This mammal is far from small, reaching a length of 14 feet and a weight of 790 pounds. Can you imagine weighing 790 pounds? Look, I'm pretty solid, but I ain't that big. Manatees primarily feed on vegetation. They depend on overgrowth rather than submerged vegetation, which means they rather eat whatever is hanging off trees or the side of the banks out of the water than to submerge themselves and eat whatever is on the bottom of the lake or the river. Other manatee populations in the larger rivers prefer to eat mangroves. And if you don't know what a mangrove is, it's a shrub or a small tree that grows in coastal waters. If you ever want to go out there and find a mangrove so you know exactly what they eat, look for a big spider web that's just made out of tree. It's amazing. You will never forget it. I promise you. So the certain kind of manatee that we are talking about today live in Nigeria and in the Congo rivers. These manatees rest during the day, 6 feet down in the water. They submerge themselves all the way to get a full day's rest. But when it comes nighttime, this is when these manatees travel from 19 to 25 miles throughout the night, stopping and grazing as they go. And if you don't know what grazing is, it's just they stop and they eat for a little bit and then they continue on their journey down or up river. The fun fact about manatees is that their tail actually moves in an up and down formation, so they can push themselves through the current or with the current. A lot of people don't know that. A manatee's breeding period can last all year long. One female manatee will put out a baby manatee, which is called a calf. This calf will nurse on its mother for the longest time. It'll also depend on its mother for 2 years straight. When a calf is born, it knows that it can swim to the surface and be with the other manatees. It can also speak right after birth, which to them is called vocalization. So imagine us being born. We come out, we're 3 to 4 feet long, we weigh 60 to 70 pounds, and right away we know we can swim to the top and surface with all the other manatees, and I can speak. No one has to teach me. I can vocalize with all the other manatees and with all of my siblings and all of my cousins. That's amazing. Manatees are very shy. Their social groups consist of just mothers and their calves. Now and then, when they sleep, they will have 2 to 6 other manatees in their little group. African manatees' population is declining at a rapid rate each year from both hunting and fishing nets. These hunters will go after them, kill them, and use them for their oil and to make them into leather goods. Can you imagine putting yourself in a position where you drown and you starve to death? That's a horrible way to die. The IUCN has considered these manatees endangered, which means you can't hunt them, it's illegal. You can't trap them in fish nets, it's illegal. You have to let them be. You have to let them grow. And little by little, the population will grow. With the help of conservations being there, supporting other conservations, other wild protective groups, they will grow at a faster rate. But we have to respect them and their habitat. They live in lagoons, freshwater rivers, and large lakes. So it's easy for someone to go and find them and kill them. But in the end, when they're gone, they're gone. They won't come back. There's no way for them to just respawn out of nowhere. We have lost a lot of endangered animals because no one cared to speak about it. And the ones who did, no one listened. But I'm asking you to please listen. This is important. These animals are dying due to other people's selfish acts. And I think it's wrong. You know, in other countries, a manatee is considered the goddess of the sea and is a symbol of wealth and beauty. there's been reports of sightings of mermaids and women fish and these beautiful creatures miles away from them. What's the funny thing is that the breast on a manatee from far away makes it look like a woman fish, makes it look like a mermaid. So other people are saying, oh my god, I saw this mermaid. No, you saw a West African manatee. That I think is really funny. I want to thank you for watching today and for going down another day of the Congo with me. I really appreciate it. I'm Robert Bettis, and this is Bear Witness.